Okay, it's Ken Kraetzer at MCU Park in Brooklyn. I have a chance to talk with our state commander of the detachment of New York, and that is Joe SantaCroce. And Joe, good to see you. We had a great day out here presenting a large American flag at the tribute night for the Brooklyn Wall of Remembrance. Good to have you with us.
Thanks, Ken. Thanks for coming down, and it was a pleasure. Myself were here, and we had like 15 members of the Kings County Suns carrying the flag in, so it was our pleasure to be here.
That's great, and you had a terrific day up in Buffalo just a few weeks ago when you were elected to be our new state commander for the detachment of New York. What was it like to receive that recognition and responsibility?
Well, it was 18 months in waiting, and you think it's a long time, and then suddenly it happens, and it's like so quick. You're elected, and you're doing the installation. But it was great. I'm so proud to be following in the footsteps of our previous detachment commanders, and I'm looking forward to serve our veterans of the state as we travel around with Department Commander Jim Yermis and the Auxiliary President Jan Mahoney.
That's great. Now, one of the duties is to go to each of the state banquets around and each of the county banquets, and then to go to some of the national meetings. What are some of the responsibilities and things you're looking forward to as you start out your year?
Well, in 2 weeks, we'll head to Baltimore for the National Convention. We'll be part of the New York contingent there. And then in September, we start our visitation, which is all 62 counties in New York. We'll actually start local. For me, it'll be a home game. We'll have Queens, Brooklyn, and Staten Island. And then 5 days later, we head up to the 4th District, which is Saratoga up north to Canada. And we'll spend about 3 weeks away from home, doing about 16 visitations in 18 days.
Now, one of the great programs got to ask you about is Boys State. The national program was just held in Washington a couple of weeks ago, and the boys who participated got a chance to go to the White House. Just tell us a little bit about Boys State and some of the other outstanding programs that the Sons of the American Legion supports in New York State.
Well, the Boys State program is a program open to young men finishing their junior year of high school. And they go away, about 1,000 kids upstate New York for a week, and they learn all about the government of New York, how the government works. And they'll form parties, they'll form groups, they'll elect congressmen, they'll elect councilmen, and then they'll eventually elect the governor. And the governor who gets elected gets to go to Boys Nation in Washington, D.C. In addition, we are the largest contributor to the Child Welfare Foundation. We gave $365,000 last year, and since its inception, we've given just short of $6.5 million to the Child Welfare Foundation.
And of course, the New York detachment is part of our national organization, over 300,000 members of the Sons of the American Legion. What is it like to be one of the key leaders of our organization?
It is very rewarding. As you go around and they see the respect, the people give you a title, and then they give you as holding that title. It's very rewarding. I mean, I came here tonight, first time I wore my shirt with my name on it, and I met a gentleman who's the one of the heads of the chapel for the Four Chaplains Society, who happens to be my college classmate from 1971 St. John's, which I haven't seen since 1971. So as you go around the state, I've only been elected for 2 weeks, but it's very rewarding having the title, and I'm looking forward to going around the state this year.
Well, Commander, thank you so much for joining us here for the Wall of Remembrance Heroes Night at MCU Park, and our best wishes as you start out your year as our detachment commander.
Ken, thank you very much, and thank you very much for doing this every year, and I'm glad I touched base with you so we could get Kings County involved this year. Thank you. Have a good rest of the summer.
Great. We'll have you involved in the future years. Joe SantaCroce, the Commander, Detachment of New York, our best wishes. That's Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio in Brooklyn, New York, in Coney Island at the Brooklyn Wall of Remembrance.